Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's a little bit after 11. I bumped it to 11:26 because I took the bus. Hey, yo, happy Sunday. I took the bus and before I left, my dog was kind of begging for some belly scratches. So I must oblige. Literally rolling over at my feet. Happy Sunday. We're gonna walk to the Melrose Flea Market. Got a couple blocks to go. Meander through a sleepy little West Hollywood neighborhood till we get over to Fairfax. It was a beautiful day. I think we are looking at 60 something, but high 60s. It's supposed to be 70. 64. I probably could have gone without the coat I have on. Hey, yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna remove the weather ticker. But it kind of junks up the screen. Thanks, so I really appreciate that, yo. We're in the unique position of being at almost 1,000 subscribers. Well, I say almost, relatively speaking, but closer than I've ever been before. So I think this is kind of a sign. It says the unique and 1,001. So I think 1,001 subscribers should be my goal. Feels like spring, actually, and I probably should have worn sneakers instead of boots and a jacket. I am unnaturally cold all the time, but not this cold. Good morning. We are in WeHo, heading towards the trading post, the Melrose trading post. I'm gonna dip onto Melrose in a couple seconds. I kind of wanted to go down Hopper, but I think it's beyond Fairfax. Dude, if you are in LA and can step outside for even 15, I highly suggest you do. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. We are on Sierra Bonita, which means beautiful mountain, right? I don't know. It's beautiful, though. It's kind of fitting. So what's everybody got planned for today? Let me know if you are in LA and you are doing anything interesting, or if you're not in LA and you are doing anything interesting. It's President's Day tomorrow, so it's kind of a quasi holiday. Like, some people have it off. Right? It feels like May or like April. I haven't looked at the weather forecast this week. So I don't know if we're due for some rain. But a couple days of rain really make the foliage green up. This is a weird one. I'm not making fun of anybody's apartment building, but we have all these old apartment buildings and they kind of look like this. And then there's this one. Where are you today, Tecate? At some point I might have to put the gimbal down and take my jacket off. This is Willoughby. It is actually the shortcut through Hollywood. All right, Culver City's beautiful. I love this. This is kind of fun. We're gonna slow down and check out the fun little garden here with a dripping rainbow. Lovely. Lovely, I mean, lovely. If it starts talking though, I am booking it out of here. Lovely little magic moment. Enjoy the little things. I think that's smart. Alright. Maybe we'll walk. Sorry for that. I love stuff like that. One time I lived in this really weird apartment complex in the Hollywood Hills. It was really 60s and kind of futuristic looking, but for the 60s. And one day I was walking the little side trail and I saw under the stairs somebody had set up like a whole little village of figurines, and it was kind of magical. I have pictures of them somewhere. Oh, look at this. Is this Cape Cod? It's weird how those three houses kind of just wreck the flow and the flow of the architecture too. I mean, not that I wouldn't live in it, but I shouldn't walk through people's neighborhoods critiquing the architecture. That is probably somebody's dream house. I'm happy for them, really. I kind of like that, though, the 60s houses that look like they walked in somebody's garden. It could have been on Bewitched. The street of Bewitched. The little awning. I love Culver City, and I love going to Venice also. Like 11 miles from where I live, but the traffic, somewhere around where La Brea hits Venice and Washington, it just is bumper to bumper, both directions. I would go to Venice way more often because I love it. I moved here to be closer to the beach, although I think in Boston, I in fact was closer to the beach, but not a beach you could really go on. And it takes an hour to get there. But it's worth the trek. I think maybe I forgot what I have planned for next Sunday. I don't know if I put it up yet, but now that I've how's the parking, Rod? This doesn't look like an easy place to park your FedEx truck. Anyway, now that I kind of got the sound figured out, I might have to walk in the street because I'm not really sure what's going on here. Are those police officers talking to somebody? I'm gonna cross the street. There's a store called Moist. I don't know why, but there it is. Did you ever deliver anything to Moist? Is that our clothing store? I'm sure it is. Looks like a 70s clothing store. That's a cute little house. I watched part of my video yesterday, of course, from the walk, and at some point there was a guy with a owl on his shoulder, and it said, I was like, oh my god, there's a cool guy, you know, a Harry Potter owl. But I called it an eagle. I know the difference if you caught that. I'm gonna have to try Olympic. I used to work in Culver City, and I used to take a really crazy way, actually Cochrane. So I used to drive into West Hollywood hereabouts, and then take Cochrane through Wilshire. It becomes something else, and I can't remember what. And then I would just like wiggle down to Washington. Well, we're gonna have to walk back, and maybe we can go into Moist and see what they got. I'll come down here early. Oh, cookies. I don't know what that means. There's a vintage store. I hope BD is here. Ah, gotcha. Right. I see my spot. I just need to put the gimbal down and take my jacket off, which is making me sweat. This is one thing I love about Melrose, though. Hey, vintage stores. I love the graffiti. I think one time I should just walk in the alleys. I used to walk in the alleys all the time. When I worked down here on a lunch break, because the alleys were just easier to maneuver through. I used to do that in Beverly Hills also. When I worked in Beverly Hills. That's how I saw some weird shit go down. Anyway, I'm gonna sell that stuff to Sloan. I think he's perhaps the purveyor of Hollywood gossip. We're on Melrose and Curzon, and then American Vintage is right on the corner. Melrose has a lot of vintage shops, actually. I know you asked me that a while ago, and I was like, but Melrose and La Brea, which is just at the end of the street, but a couple blocks that way. If you go right on La Brea, we're looking east, I suppose. Yeah, we're looking east. So if you go right on La Brea, like there's a vintage store, American Rag is down there. A lot of vintage here. So we're getting a little closer to the flea market. It's a Melrose trading post. It's right over there. I was gonna buy tickets in advance, but you have to show your phone, and I don't really know how to like flip back and forth, so I'm gonna try to buy them at the door. I'm excited to go to the flea market. also is a vintage denim store over there. There's like vintage t-shirt stores down here also. You can get a ticket online, I guess, and it's quicker and easier to get into with the ticket because you just go to the walk-up whatever and scan a barcode or a QR code, sorry. I like to call them barcodes. I don't know what that means. Am I crossing? For 1 second I thought I was, oh Coco, don't hit me. I thought I was crossing jaywalking crossing, not really like doing a why do they charge for the flea market? I don't know, but this is not the flea. The flea market I go to regularly, which is on Vermont and Melrose, actually, a little bit above Melrose. They charge like $2 to go into, but that probably because they rent the parking lot from LACC. That flea market doesn't have the same kind of stuff. It's actually more fun. It's more like a treasure hunt to see what they do. Find everything from a bass guitar there to like a vintage belt buckle. And everything is kind of a little bit of a better bargain. So this is also a ritzier neighborhood, I guess I would say, which is why they charge $6. Also, this is kind of like an event because it's been going on for so long. We're gonna definitely have to come back and look at the stores. But hey, I got some money. I brought cash. We're gonna go in. We're gonna see if we can find some art, and then I might have to go because I'll have to carry it home. Also, this flea market has a jazz band. I think it starts right here too, and this is free. I don't remember paying for flea markets anywhere actually until here, but it might just have to do with the fact that people need to pay for parking. Right? These are some great shirts actually. BakedDGSS.com. Okay. Really love the shirts actually. What's our rack? I get those. $20. Hey JJ, man. How's it going? Alright, just looking at flea market stuff. Hey, how are you? You don't see anything. That's a really great belt collection. I need a leather punch. What's that there? TikTok. That's not for us. TikTok.
There's plenty of. But I just didn't know if you wanted to. If these were different. Do you want to take them off? And we're also going to deal that.
So this is Fairfax High School. Melrose Trading Post. I remember I had $10. I still do. I thought I lost it because I never have cash, so I'm not so good with it. I'm going to go in, I think, this way. Give me a sec. Do I buy a ticket here? Sunday, so sorry. Can I just get one? Yeah, obviously. One for me and my cat.
Take your towards the tree when I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Put it in here. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. I'll try to go slow. Thanks so much for joining on our flea market this Sunday. I'm gonna change my thumb. I almost said thumbnail picture because that's a really old, crappy picture that looks like it was taken with a flip phone. So I really kind of love these sunglasses. Actually, they actually look like my glasses. Sorry, that's the sidewalk. I love the Jumbo's clown room. Los Angeles PDX. Oh, those are really cool.
I have her on the phone, yeah. So cute.
People are so clever, like, with what they do. There's some art. But I don't think. Alright, I want a cocaine poster. Thanks, Andrew. Welcome. We are in the Melrose Flea Market. Thank you so much for subscribing. This is some pretty cool stuff. That's like the polar bear, right? Just a friendly CTA. I won't keep doing this, but I love that. I want the teddy bear pants, actually. Hey, everybody, welcome. All right. This is pretty cool. I just don't. My dream is to someday move, but heavy furniture for when I get my house. I could go with some of this art actually. Got some cool stuff here. Let me know if you see anything you want. I'm digging these paintings a lot, actually. So we might come back and check this out. One thing I do also really love about this is the t-shirts. You could get a Spice Girls t-shirt. I don't know how to pay though. Let's go in here. I see a t-shirt actually. I wonder if there's an ATM. Oh, actually. I see a t-shirt on there. Melrose, hey, Sim, we're at Melrose Flea Market.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
There goes my copyright with Rockin' Robin.
I run festivals and the book. Oh, you can do your own bracelet.
I'll try to make sure, right? I love Rockin' Robin. It reminds me of a movie Stand By Me. I'm gonna make sure that I get like these people's websites in case you see anything you like. You can totally check them out because That's pretty awesome.
It's got all this metrics that it fits into a really
Awesome. I might have to sign up early to come back and shop. I see like complete Eagle sweatshirt. I would wear that. No, I wouldn't. The Lakers t-shirt. Only because it's vintage. I'm gonna be totally careful. I could spend a boatload of money. I wish I was cool enough to wear some of this stuff. Love that. The sleeves I would have died for. I love covering my hands. You'll see because I have this glove on, fingerless glove. Just one hand though, because I scratch my knuckles. I sometimes drag. I scratch my knuckles and you can't keep a band-aid on your knuckles. So I pulled out my exercise glove. It's working out. But it looks like I have carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm not knocking that. Oh. Mm-hmm. I kind of like that. In that. It's just like kind of ridiculous to get a winter coat in LA.
Hold on.
It's not a glitter glove, Brave Bull. It's just a golfing glove. All kinds of knickers.
Are you reading?
I wish I could pull out so you could see. Oh, that sounds awesome. A little more so you could see the fun, awesome stuff. I'm sure, how could you not be a Spice Girls fan? A little bit. Just a little bit. Rainbow of leather jackets would be awesome.
Stand out out here.
I love it. On this side, we've got some just checking out art. Art is what we came for. And I love it. Let me know if you see anything you like. Because we came for prints. Oh, I saw a cover. I thought I might like to wear one fingerless glove all the time, so I tried to find some on Amazon, but they all look like cheap. So then I went and looked at Hermes because I figured Hermes surely would have a nice camel-colored fingerless leather glove. They don't, but they did a couple years ago, and so I found it on, what's that website? The website where you offer up. I found them on OfferUp. $900. Did not get them. They were also a little ostentatious. This is a huge flea market. Hopefully they charge $6 because they give some money to the school. right? If you're gonna do something ridiculous, BD, you should do it right. You think Paris Hilton's wearing fingerless nylon gloves from Amazon?
You came with us, right?
And here's my bag. This is a little more my speed, actually. This might be. Looks like. Well, nobody wants fingerless gloves at the Amazon Marketplace, right? I really want to go explore those maps. I don't want them to be set for them photographing. Looking back, actually. Everything though, like they had though at Hermes for the fingerless gloves, had a giant buckle on it or something. I just wanted some nice leather. You can smell the books before you even get to them.
Technically, you could take the other one.
I could buy this sweater with those shorts instead over there. This is really a must go to if you're visiting LA on a Sunday, I think. For $6, we're not even halfway through. Guys, let me know if you want me to stop at anybody's URL.
Oh, hi.
I'm gonna be really cautious not to walk in front of people. I might get something to eat today. I say that all the time. But like, with the carpal gloves, my hand looks really heinous. It looks like I've been
cheap, like
typing on an IBM Selectric blue typewriter for my entire career, and now my hand is not working. Look, it's a Depeche Mode poster. Everyone loves a Previa. It's a fancy name. It also had a really great font, that particular minivan. I want somebody's worn out Carhartt jacket, actually. That way I wouldn't have to wear it out. Because that would be kind of a poser of me. These are excellent shirts. The walking is going to improve my hand. It's not carpal tunnel, it's just a scratch. A knuckle scratch, if you will, from a Valentine's Day bar fight. And because the scratch or scuff is on my knuckles, Band-Aids don't stay on. So this is my exercise, my rowing glove. 34, 32, too big for me. would love a pair of hooded jeans. I really didn't get into a bar fight. I just scuffed my knees on a cinder block wall. I love that quilted stuff. Alright, do we go straight? I love these also. I love those. They're really a little bit of kitschy though for me. Here we go. Yeah, and it really was a joke about a bot fight. I've only ever witnessed bot fights. But when I say witness them, I mean witness them from afar. Like, my friend used to live in Jamaica Plain in Boston, and he lived like in this apartment building across from an Irish bar, and we would hang out there at like 1:30 to 2 before the bars closed, and literally every night was like a street wide bar fight. Those Irish bars can be a dangerous place, especially in Boston.
No filming, please, on this side.
So cool. Thank you.
I like the belt buckle.
I love vintage cameras also. I don't know if we're ever going to see all of this because it's a bit of a maze. He doesn't, but whatever. I kind of don't want to upset anybody. But also, when you get in front of the camera and say don't film me, that kind of defeats the purpose. So it's like the security guard that told me not to film at a pizza place or a mall somewhere, which you totally can do that. But I'm gonna let some people have their thing. I'm sorry you guys missed that spot. He did have some kind of cool stuff. He was probably just scared for copyright or somebody would steal his ideas. I mean, they weren't that great, but they were pretty cool. I'm gonna plug in, so quick, sorry. There we go. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give myself a couple minutes of charging. I think he could be here for a bit because there's so much stuff. Whatever the candle store is just the best smell. Or maybe it's this. I grew up in New Hampshire. I did see fights, but not like I saw in Boston in the bar. I was never involved in any, of course. And it's a crazy vantage point to see them from above because you just watch the street move with the fighters.
Also, for Valentine's Day, I have one.
It's just a matter of putting a $3 plug on the end of it and replacing it.
I kind of love these. Oh, they don't have my sign. Snoopy. I love Snoopy, by the way. Not enough to go to Knott's Berry Farm, but enough to tell you I love Snoopy. Alright, we came from there. We walked that way. I'm not going to walk back by that grumpy goat. We're going to go this way. So that's where the grumpy guy was. That guy was somebody from TV, by the way. They always offer it. I love this, actually. I mean, also the guy in the Coogie sweater selling the Coogie sweaters, which only remind me of Bill Cosby, so it's really.
I have to change sides to do it.
Not a good association in my INO. Maybe he's.
I'm a little bit sketched out by this. Also, it's this whole entire Band-Aid. It was a freckle. Can't we stamp it in and just with a straw? Why is it like this?
I agree for sure. And also, like, in this day and age, is there any expectation that you're not being filmed, like from a Ring doorbell, a Tesla motor vehicle, like somebody's car? Everything is filming you. It is 1984. Okay. This is my jam, literally. I still have a landline, by the way. Well, it's not really a landline. I love that Argentinian phone. I used to work for a place that would rewire the Argentinian phones. That one doesn't look rewired. Hey, good morning. We are at the Melrose Trading Post. Checking out what's to trade here. Right, and I also am in a public space again. I'm the peaceful warrior. I really wish I could find a pair of Dutch wooden shoes here because I would wanted to buy a pair of those.
How big? Like,
Hey, Ruben, happy Sunday. That's like Brenda's. Alright. So that's the ladies' room. Should I go back and look? No. We got perfumes, which smells really lovely. Dog apparel. I think my dog's a boy, so I'm not going to put him in a Gucci dress, but probably wouldn't anyway.
really?
Little Woman Goods, feminist gift shop. If you know any Little Women or women any size, it's a place to go. I love that the high school has those. It is. Is this a swap or a flea market? I think it's the Melrose flea market, but it's old. Right, one of the older ones. No one ever has my size for used shoes. I think I'm beyond the used shoe buying point of my life, though. Hello, Don Burks. I am at the Melrose Trading Post, the Melrose Flea Market on Melrose and Fairfax High School parking lot every Sunday. During the week, it is Fairfax High School. On Sunday mornings, every Sunday it is a flea market. I'm pretty sure the guy in the hat that keeps walking by us is on a TV show. I don't recognize him. So the coolest thing about this school, the coolest thing. This is actually pretty nifty.
I'm on my daddy.
This particular building, I think it's their auditorium. The regular school building is pretty packed, but this one, the beautiful Spanish tile. Let's see what the entryway looks like. It's probably the restroom. We're getting all excited over the restroom. It's the Swan Auditorium. I can't even say it, auditorium. It probably is beer. This is a bonus, by the way. Decades of drama. That's for another channel, Brave Bull. Cute. Old timey. I thought I heard Aaliyah. Oh, I did. I thought maybe it was founded by Aaliyah. She didn't go to school here. I would have been remiss if I didn't try to go inside. What's the worst that could happen? Somebody says, "Don't film me." Oh no, I don't think we're ready to go up here yet. Sorry. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, which is probably gonna happen anyway. I want a gold chain to wear across me like a sash. Or some pearls. I love how people have great books and they're selling books. On Diana Ross album. I wish they would play copyright-free music, but at least it's Aaliyah. No, I can't be mad. I don't mind paying the estate of Aaliyah. When you come out, you have to come here. It's every Sunday. With your iced coffee. I think I'm gonna get an iced coffee. I can. Hi there. Could I please get an iced coffee? Iced coffee? Yeah. Hang tight.
Anything else for you?
No, that's all. Thanks.
All right, that will be the one feet, please. On this side, please.
That's for sure.
There we go.
Hey Trisha, happy Sunday morning. I'm just grabbing an iced coffee. My better judgment. We are.
You put it here, I can make it for you.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. Hang tight. I probably shouldn't have got a coffee. It messed everything up. Oh, hi Trisha. Thank you so much. Bear with while I fix this thing. Thank you so much. I promise to clean my mess up. Isn't the sky beautiful? I apologize. Thank you so much. I truly feel like I have one hand, actually. Have a good day.
Hey, me too.
Alright, let's see if I can talk myself somewhere and we'll figure this out. Yeah, I'm streaming vertically actually. If you guys want to send me any rubies, I'm just joking. Here. Let's fix our problem. And here's some soft hits. You know, I think I'm over this gimbal. Hold please. Hold. There's something about an iced espresso. It's this espresso. I did get tagged for Sabrina Carpenter, by the way. But for some reason, some songs pop up and they're like, you cannot earn money from this, which I really don't earn money from commercials. And then some just say that it won't be able to be played in Belarus or Russia, which, I don't know. sad. For Belarus and Russia. Oh my god, the sun. Yeah, the sun is out today, for sure. I almost tripped on a hoverboard. Adopt a cat. I only drink really strong coffee, but usually just in the morning. I love the rain. Thank you, Aventura. I really appreciate that. And Trisha and Yo-Yo. I really love that. We love the rain. Is it gonna rain this week here? Look, people wrote some lovely love notes here. And that's my favorite. I'm gonna buy a gold chain with that money, or pearls. Actually, I can't rock the pearls. Thank you so much for your support. I kind of want the Beyonce Renaissance sweatshirt, even though I didn't go to the tour. Oh my gosh. Or also the Lisa Frank t-shirt. Oh my god, some more money for ABBA back there. I really appreciate the support so much. Okay, we kind of walked up this way, but I tipped out. There's like a creamy middle of this that we're missing somehow. Cranberries. It takes a cactus a year to grow an inch. I don't believe that. That means that cactus would be... Thanks, Trisha. I think it's kind of high and nasally, but appreciate that. There's no way that cactus is 50 years old. I have one in front of my apartment that I took from a store that I worked in because they were going to throw it away because it was limp. And I love it. We are at the Melrose Trading Post. They have a website where you could buy a ticket, and I did not. It's on the corner of Fairfax and Melrose. I asked ChatGPT why I said some things with a Boston accent and some things without a Boston accent, and it's usually the words that I don't use very often that I will say with a horrible Fairfax. All right, we're missing something here. We are definitely missing something. A section. So the only reason I mentioned the cactus growth of 1 inch per year is because that girl was saying on the phone, in case you didn't hear her, why couldn't you just grow one from scratch? All those $60 for those cactuses, or cacti. 40 and $60. Pretty affordable. Okay, that's the way of the grumpy man. We don't want to go that way. Well, that's fun dog clothes. A cute little dog. hopefully getting some dog clothes. Or maybe not. Do you think dogs should wear clothes? What's your opinion on that? Let me know. I know one of my dogs likes a sweater. The other one would bite my face off if I tried. I'm just doing this so they put me on KFI radio. When Bill Handel dies in the morning, I want that spot. Oh, I did walk up through here. I remember that eagle. And we definitely. The thing is, so Siri only understands me if I speak with a Southern accent or a Scottish accent. And I'm definitely not walking around talking with a Southern accent. West Coast G, you're gonna have to come out with me one day for protection. I don't need protection, but somebody can watch my back. I think he was gonna cast a spell on me, actually, which is scarier to me than getting punched. Because I don't believe in magic. I'm joking. Okay, we were here. I barely remember Tom Lakis, actually, but I hear they talk about him a lot. Alright, I started walking down some kind of crazy way and I was like, no! Okay, we've already been here 100 times. Oh, I know, along Fairfax.
I'm gonna make it like...
Right? I use ChatGPT like I would use Google, actually, like to look up anything. My sister, who lives in Florida, she's a doctor, so I trust her. She told me that if you talk to Siri with a Southern accent, she always understands you, and then my Siri talks with an Irish accent. Which is why I talked to her with a Scottish one. Oh, thank you, Adopt a Cat. Really sweet. Okay. We gotta find the alley that we missed. And then the cool thing is, by the time we skedaddle, there's the step that I saw. By the time we skedaddle out of here, the doors will be open on Melrose, right? Oh, it was by the bathroom for sure. Thank you so much, Adopt a Cat 28. Really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just a real quick tap, and then a gimbal slap, and there we go. Here's the part we missed, so we're running along Fairfax now. There's a whole other section. Holy cats. Holy Adopt a Cat 28. I really do love that there are dogs here. My dog looked like he really wanted to come today. I don't know if I told you. Kind of lied down on the floor in front of me. Aw. Thanks, Adopt a Cat. I'm sorry to hear about that. We're here for you. I use these channels to keep myself company sometimes as well. And I'm starting to converse and meet with really, really great people from all over the country and world, and some even from my own city. So you are welcome to join us anytime. We have quite a lively chat. We're here for you. I kind of like these prints a lot. Now I've got to kind of be careful not to get too close to anything so I spill my iced coffee on it. Yeah, they're actually prints. And they're original prints by probably the guy sitting there. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to purchase an item because I don't have any way to carry it. This is usually my my downfall. But I've only seen things that are big that I want, which I can't carry. I forgot where I'm streaming next week, but I might come back next week to get look at those posters. I need to paint. I've lived in my apartment so long that I just don't want to like find another one until I'm really ready to go. We didn't get on rides. I read in the rules that you can't get on rides, and it was busy because of the event. I love that sofa. It was really busy because of the event, so I didn't want to I really didn't want to like wait in a 60-minute line, you know, with you guys on the chat. I thought that would be kind of boring. And even the food lines were crazy long. I don't mind getting crappy food, but I don't want to wait 60 minutes. Oh, they actually do screen printing here also, like right here. We kind of have an Instagram, but I have to say I don't tend to it too much because amazing that they do this here. But I kind of feel like I should start playing with my Instagram. I also started a TikTok too that I did, but I'm really OCD about making shorts and the right font and the right music and the right blah blah blah. So I kind of stressed out about that, but I made a bunch of them, and then I would post them on YouTube also. I never did anything on YouTube, and YouTube was kind of what I was more interested in doing, or what we were more interested in doing. To be honest with you, also the handle is a little bit different because I couldn't get the same handle. It's kind of a easy, popular handle to have because of the song, I suppose. I mean, I don't suppose, I knows. So I think it might be Walking in LA info. On Instagram. I want to check out those matchbooks. I kind of love little tiny things. No worries. Love it. Maybe not the cigarettes. Or maybe the cigarettes. I remember you've been here since the beginning. That was a. All right. Kind of love this also, and I love just stopping in the middle on people. Right? You want a Meryl Streep bag, BD? It's a good day to be by the lake. Actually. I kind of, I should go home after this, charge everything up, and then, head to the park. It is packed. And because we live in California, we would be remiss to not have our crystal zone. I have a crystal. A purple one. Love it. I don't see a website, but hey, Trisha, we'll be here for, what is it? 1 hour? I'll probably be here for a while more because I'm probably gonna walk mostly back down Melrose. I used to have an Instagram. No, what was before Instagram? Wednesday we're gonna walk down Melrose to kind of head home. So probably Melrose, and then I might want to walk by Paramount, but it has a terrible signal, so maybe Hollywood forever. So it seems like we'll be walking east after this. Now that I'm caffeinated and ready to rock. Did we walk up this part? Yeah, we did. I have a really hard time also making a decision when posed with too many options. I've seen like 15 t-shirts that I want. In addition to these guys, I kind of like the Kate Moss or the Sophia Loren and Jane Mansfield picture. Fantastic. Because you are in LA, it does kind of give off that vibe though, right? Except with the addition of yoga pants. Hopefully that's a good feeling. Adopt a cat. I'm just wondering if I wore deodorant today. I know that's too much information, but oh, somebody walking around with the DJI. I miss those days with the DJI. I gotta do a 4K walk again. It's so discreet. But most people think I'm just filming myself walking. Little do they know. When I was in high school, I loved to go to Downtown Crossing in Boston and get fake glasses. Little did I know I would end up wearing them for the rest of my life. West Coast, I agree with you. That is our preferred flea market. That's the one we go to a lot. I would say repeatedly, I wouldn't say every Sunday, but it felt like we were going every Sunday for a while. I get my socks there. I get my Tony Hawk socks there. I just feel sensitive about doing it, filming there also, because I go there all the time, but I'll think about it. Right now, somebody's gonna get suckered into one of those picnic baskets. Don't ever get suckered into a picnic basket, by the way. I've never been, but who wants to carry 250 pounds of china to eat outside? Hey, Cosmic Sunbeams, I'm not really sure how much it costs. I just saw the Girl Scout cookie. I'm ready to carry those home. I'm afraid I would eat the Girl Scout cookies before I got home, though. I really love the stuff right there. All right. We're gonna say bye and get out of here. We got here at the right time. Remember how easy it was to get in? Now there's a line to the curb. So hey, just a little CTA with like, subscribe, chat, please chat. I'm using an iPhone 14. I didn't upgrade the last 2 times. And Samoa cookies are the best. Samoa's in the Thin Mints, although I feel like the Thin Mints are not the same. The market opens at 10 a.m. We got there at 11:07. I actually bumped my time to 11:30 or 11:26 because the bus is always faster than I think it's going to be. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. And thank you for watching the stream today. Really appreciate it. We're going to walk down Melrose for the next part of this. I've got my eye on my battery levels. I'm going to plug into the gimbal for 1 second. My phone is great. Maybe I should press the button to cross the street. Maybe I should I really want to go on. That's a Taco Bell. That's the most un-Taco Bell looking Taco Bell, huh? I barely recognized it. Oh my god. I think that would be a detriment to my gym going experience, having a Taco Bell underneath it. It's all the temptations you could ever want. Okay. This is awesome because this has got to be an oldie store, actually. I thought it just looked like a hipster vintage store, but a record collector. Thanks so much, Tecate Time. So what else do we got? A toy store? Or is it a toy store? Figurines. Adopt the perfect kitty for you. So down there you see that green building. I don't know if you can see it over the Land Cruiser. Pacific Design Center. Right? My mullet is strong. My part of it goes down to my shoulders. It's just my hair is so curly that it springs up. I really want to get by this thing without having it bite me. My posture is terrible when I'm doing this, though, because I'm kind of slinking along, or so I think. You're like the only person that's seen me in person, actually, on the stream. Here's another vintage shop, which I kind of love that. BMW. I always wanted a BMW Bavaria. I'm just heading down to Melrose and then up to Santa Monica. I think I'm gonna probably just do a 3-hour walk. Get my steps in. Oh, they're eating some really delicious burgers. Or delicious looking. I need to get a haircut. I've said that since January. I got a really bad haircut from I almost said butcher, barber in December. I don't usually go to a barber. And my hair kind of sticks out on its own because it's curly. So I heard that too. I heard that from somebody in the chat, 2 people in the chat. Maybe it's not this end. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful Sunday. Thank you for joining me here, walking in LA, walking down Melrose. We went to the flea market. Or the Melrose Trading Post. Yeah, it just sticks straight out on the sides. There's another vintage store. I tried to cut my hair a little bit the other day. I mean, you couldn't tell but I thought if I cut it somewhat, it would not stick out so much. I'm sorry, this is the, I know it's vintage, but this is the scariest Peter Pan ever. I do love a good vintage oven though, and they've got some in there. I kind of gave up on it a little too, as long as it's shiny and looks healthy. I got some glossy stuff that I like a treatment I put in it so that my hair is shiny and healthy looking. That's an awful lot of cough syrup. I think this is somebody's shop. I don't know who. Coconut oil is great also for your skin. I think my hair is too wiry for oil or anything too heavy. So I think I've definitely put coconut oil in my hair before. I just use this like collagen Korean stuff. I think it's called CER 500. It's $8.99 on Amazon. It's a dupe for something really expensive. I use that once a week, and it kind of nice calms my hair down. I definitely have frizzy, curly hair. Almond oil is the best for your skin, though, I heard, because it absorbs really easily. Here's a beauty salon. Should we go in there and ask them? I think the stuff that that's a dupe is a dupe for the Kerastase stuff from L'Oreal, but I could be wrong. I love a dupe, a moisturizer dupe. Well, here's another store with some what looks like vintage stuff in it. Flasher. I thought it said Flager. There's more vintage across the street. That's a glamorous piano. And Typhoon, this place has been here for a really long time also. But I don't know. Hey.
That's a little vlog?
Uh-huh.
That's a vlog?
Yeah.
Let me say what up to the vlog.
Say what up to the vlog.
What up, vlog? Go,
Here.
go.
Oh, now you, there you go. All right, have a great day. So this place has been here for a while. Excellent. What kind of furniture? Keep it on for sure. Should we go? We already saw this. I'm gonna let this lady go because I look confused. And I'm gonna let this Tesla go also because, you know, I love when people talk. American Vintage also. This place is great. I think there's one in the... I mean, come on. That's a look. That's a fit. It's still a Valentine's window, but it's 100%. That's my look. I love a good TV console with a record player in it. Another crystal shop. I was looking up TV consoles the other day. My problem is that I kind of need to stop getting furniture that spreads out. I need to kind of move up. I could have wore shorts today. I want to definitely catch some of the graffiti. We have a lot of Kobe murals because of course we have a lot of Kobe murals. That might be my favorite. Definitely not Pink's Hot Dogs, because I will be walking by Pink's Hot Dogs and we are going to see a line, like a Disneyland line for... I'm sweating right now and I have a t-shirt on. I think it is now 70 something. It might say... The weather ticker is, I think, just for downtown. But let's see... We got, it says 70, it feels like 77. What is cough syrup? I know that it's owned by somebody, right? Like a cool, young, hip person. I need like a monitor to look stuff up. That is not Drake, by the way. Because he's not like us. This used to be Johnny Rockets. That's another long-standing vintage store. Yeah, because you'd have to be an asshole to paint over Kobe in Los Angeles. Like, I have had Pink's Hot Dogs. It's kind of an experience, just in itself, but in general, I'm not a hot dog eater. I would eat a hot dog, like, let's say someone had a barbecue and there were hot dogs there, I would eat them. Or if somebody invited me over for dinner and served beans and franks, I would eat that. But I wouldn't go out of my way to eat a hot dog. I love Fred 62. I've been to House of Pies once. I think House of Pies is all about that sign, that vintage House of Pies sign. But the Marathon Burger, was a Johnny Rockets. It still kind of looks like it. And I think that lady thought I was trying to capture her in her brown jumpsuit. Does Fred 62 still have like a round grilled cheese sandwich? That's what I remember best. And I think because it was round, it never really got melty in the middle. But House of Pies, isn't that just like a... I'm pretty sure I had grilled cheese at House of Pies too. Wasteland actually has 3 security guards in front of it, which is another vintage store. I'm gonna sneak. Thank you. But I hate the fingerless glove I have on. I need to I've never heard of Lancers. I think I like pie better than cake, actually, which is why I like empanadas so much. Like it's the crust. Like I love a good pie crust. I forget the French word for pie crust, but no. Also, we got a Crossroads. This has got a ton of it's like a not a vintage, but a consignment, not consignment, but like a Goodwill type store. And there's Posers and a Dr. Martens shop. They used to have a John Fluvog here for years, which when I lived in Boston, John Fluvog was my favorite shoe store. This is Natalia Gaviria. This is some pretty cool stuff, actually. Check out my mullet. Oh, she definitely sandbagged. And I think this is the old Fluvog. We're gonna try to cross it, even though we have 1 second. No, it's not. I used to turn on the street with the Fluvog. So Wednesday, I'm gonna do food, and I really have my heart set on finding some empanadas that are not from Nona's Empanadas in the food hall downtown. You could stick anything in an empanada, even mushrooms, which I just don't like the texture of, and I would eat it. In the Blue Jam Cafe. I'm gonna squeeze through here. Little posing on the sidewalk. I want one of those, has anybody used any of the lenses that you can slip on a iPhone? Because when I used to use a DSLR camera, I had some type of lens that would like kind of cut the reflection down on the lens so you could like peer through a store window. Sounds creepy, but if anybody has any empanada spots they want me to try out on the blog or give a shout out on the live stream, or give a shout out to next Wednesday, let me know. I mean, in LA or the area. Here's the Groundlings. Maybe I should take my stand-up class there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Here's another piece of art. I don't know why I love that, but I do. We're gonna walk the alley. Across from Copley Place in Boston, on the train station, there used to be a man that would, or a like stand that would sell Jamaican hand pies, which are like basically a Jamaican empanada, and I forgot what the goat one was called. But I used to get the goat one a lot until I realized it was a goat. There's a restaurant in Amsterdam too that is super, it's like an automatikiet, an automatic restaurant. I love birria. Birria is all the rage right now, actually. There's lots of taco trucks with birria. I'm gonna have to check out I'm gonna have to check out. Actually, you're correct about the empanadas, because the place I also get a lot of empanadas from is right up here, which is an Argentinian restaurant, which also has really good fries. Lala's Argentinian Grill. I've never eaten inside, but I've gotten it to go. They have the best empanadas, actually. I forgot about them. I'm not going to try them on Wednesday, though. I want to go to like some small empanada place. Or some street empanada place, you know, where I don't have to like walk in and tell them I'm doing a YouTube video. Have them think I'm going to ask for a free empanada when I don't mind paying for my empanada. Because what if it's crappy and they gave it to me for free? I would feel obligated to tell you how delicious it was. Oh, that psychic makes me believe, actually. Again, I wish we could see through the glass. This place, Lala's, what do you call the sauce? Chimichurri. This chimichurri sauce with fries and the empanada. I'm not gonna say chef's kiss, but I need to come up with something new. That was Groundlings on Melrose. So for my Wednesday, I should just drive to the Panaderia in the Northgate Market, buy empanadas, and review them from the parking lot. That sounds like that sounds solid, and definitely less stress on the walking. This place on the corner is just so weird. It's very, very likely that I would be $50 shorter. The other thing is I wouldn't buy something that I wasn't gonna eat. Like, I wouldn't want to waste any food. So this is the most sus place. Every 2 or 3 years it changes names. Well, I mean, no, LA's still there. I think the part of that burned down was the Pacific Palisades and Eaton Canyon, which is just a little east of Pasadena. How many empanadas can I eat? So I probably could eat a lot more than I would eat. I feel like eating is like drinking. If you eat so much that you feel just like, that was a fart noise, sorry. I just want to go to bed and my kind of day is over. So I would probably get 2 empanadas, but I could probably eat 6. You'll have to take me to the barbecue. We can do a, I don't know what I'm going to say tag team, but you know that's not what I mean. A duo. This place is really good all about the bread. And so is Tatsu Ramen. They have a ramen burger there that is awesome. I really don't ever like a burger without cheese. I don't ever like a burger without cheese, but the ramen burger is easily does not require cheese. I used to work with people that would make empanadas all the time and bring them in. Tamales and empanadas. So, this is Melrose and La Brea. La Brea is perhaps the stupidest street in LA for the fact that it does not have any trees, or barely any trees, and it is so wide and hot and cementy. I used to work just right down there, and I would have to go to the bank, which is just right down there on a hot summer day. This street is like 10 degrees hotter. Here's Pink's hot dogs, and here's why we're not going.
Dang it.
Dun, dun, dun. And the weirdest thing about the Pink's hot dogs is this weird antique store or lamp store that's been here for years that I've never seen open or never seen the window change. It kind of seems it's like a drug front. I'm joking. I think Pink should turn it into a little restaurant. Yeah, it was 1939 and they were actually on this street. I think they got their loan from Bank of America, which was this building right here. When I first moved here, I met the lady, the daughter, one of the women who owns Pink. She is really, really lovely. The hot dogs are probably in the under $10 range. Let me go back and look. So I met the lady from Pink's. I helped her, and she was so nice and so grateful. She came back like 2 days later and gave me like $100 in Pink's gift certificates, which I think somebody stole from me at work. We weren't really allowed to accept things like that. I think it depends on what you want, but like a chili dog is $11.95. Is that good for a chili dog? I've lived in LA for 20-something years, before the Target at La Brea and Hollywood was there. That was my first Target ever in my life. Every time I walk by it, the song Endless Love pops into my head. The mighty bull, welcome. Boom, boom, boom. The bull has entered the room. And the rest of the song doesn't make sense, I guess. Or does it? So we are heading towards Hollywood, kind of. I somehow can't resist the draw of the Hollywood or the Cecil Hotel, right? Hey, hello, Summer from Toronto. Welcome, welcome. We're walking in LA. Look, it's the Hollywood sign peeking up from behind that building on the right. I was gonna just say, Jamie, there's Carney's. Which is hanging on by its last legs, I think, at Connie's. I don't even think that's an expression, hanging on by its last legs, hanging on by its last breath. I like it though. I know, there's a guy who walks in Toronto. I watch sometimes. Every time I mention him, I cannot remember his name. But I saw him walking in the snow, and I kind of felt bad about being a crybaby for walking in the rain. Also, my good friend 4K walks, and the New York guy. Hey, Cariopolis, I think that we are going to do Ciclavia this time too. Yeah, it's the Ken Continuum, that's the guy. Yeah, the sidewalks are terrible. So, jet rag. I definitely want a BD to see this. I hope you don't mind that I call you BD. You can get all this stuff, and I believe you pay by the pound. That's not for me.
I wish that Ash had seen this. He was looking for this kind of fabric.
Absolutely, Mighty Bull. This is jet rag. So, I think I mentioned this earlier, BD. There's a ton of places, vintage, all the way down to the end of the street. Like pop, pop, pop. Do you see that I'm gonna step into a parking spot, but let me try not to get hit. The very tallest building down there that you see is Wilshire, right? So between here and Wilshire, there's more vintage shops. There's American Rag, which also has a really great denim bar. Steph, I don't show myself on my stream. My commitment is to show myself once I hit 1,000. But that was me. I think a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with Los Angeles, Kid Rock Bottom. I kind of get it. I try to really mostly focus on the positive things and the positive side, but it can be a very tough city, for sure. Yeah, so that place you buy things by weight. We're gonna creep up to Hollywood Boulevard, I think. Next Friday, I'm going to be in Hollywood instead of downtown, and I'm going to do sort of a ghost tour in Hollywood, so 3 o'clock on Friday. I've just finished working on the route. And my ghost tours really end up kind of jaded sounding. You know, why doesn't somebody do something with these 99-cent stores? Like, this neighborhood doesn't really need another grocery store. That's got a Sprouts, which I love. And then Target, which I love. Not for really food, it's expensive. And then Ralph's and Trader Joe's down there, and another Ralph's up there. But there are some neighborhoods where people would get their groceries here. Steph's, I've been doing this since... I've been making videos on YouTube since August. It's like ASMR videos. I love Little Robot. And then I've been live streaming since December, which turns out to be the more fun thing to do, because I get to communicate with people in real time, and I get to show people a nicer part of Los Angeles than they hear about. So, a couple months. We got the idea maybe a year and a half ago, watching Streets LA, actually, when they were over at the Scientology Center. I thought it would be really great if somebody did something like this. I loved what they were doing, by the way. I didn't want to jump on their thing. Oh my gosh, I do have a lot of viewers. Thank you guys so much. With that many viewers, please like and subscribe, so I can stop saying that. I'm going to make a sticker. We're totally live right now, live streaming. If you don't believe me, here's a sticker. I'm pressing that live. Here's a little hipster spot in Hollywood. This used to be like where little studios were at one time. So I really started doing this in January, like live streaming, and then on January 7th, coincidentally my birthday, I did live stream. No one wished me a happy birthday. The fire started, so I kind of stayed close to home. Also, the rest of the country thinks LA is a shithole, so there are definitely some holes. It's not all shitty. Like this cute neighborhood where you can get a coffee and buy a record where you can't see the record store. It used to be a nasty little dump of a neighborhood, and now it's full of defenders. All right, anything bull related. I love it. I definitely need some new glasses, kids. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I really don't want you to judge me, but my first pair of glasses I needed, I've got really expensive glasses. Hey Steps, we just left Melrose. We were at the Melrose Flea Market. You could rewind this, and we went to the Melrose Trading Polish. Sorry, I started reading the sign. Melrose Trading Post, which I gotta say, I need to go back. They've got some awesome stuff there. T-shirts, Spice Girls t-shirt. Of course, ironically, I would wear that. I'm always looking for a ironic concert t-shirt that might have looks like I had it since the 80s or 90s. My favorite concert t-shirt, though, is not mine, but the other Walker. It's a Radiohead t-shirt. Ooh, that's a blast from the past. So I didn't see any of the flooding on Melrose, which was weird because I kind of had that in mind because I think BD and somebody had mentioned it to me yesterday. I'm gonna cross the street here. I think we're on Sycamore. So this used to be a giant cement factory. I don't even know when it disappeared. I can't imagine having to breathe in cement particles all the time, but it's probably good that it's not in the city. Adopt a cat. I agree with you 100%. I bought an $800 pair of glasses one time, some Oliver Peoples, and then I just ended up scratching the lenses because I'm a dip, and I just put them in my pocket. And I forgot the place I got my glasses from last time. I got two pair. The pair I'm wearing now, which were like the cheapy pair, and a pair of Ray-Bans, which I wore all the time. But again, I will sometimes put them in my pocket. So the Ray-Bans are worn out, and I can't wear them anymore. They always look dirty. I've never been to the Gardena Supper Club. Is that in LA? I've never even heard of it. I have been to Gardena, though. Also, you know what I realized happens to my glasses a lot of the time is there's this, like, I don't know if it's my moisturizer, but like when my face sweats, like just by my center of the glasses, the film always just kind of wears out right there, and it looks nasty, like unclear. Sunset Mark on the Bear just around the corner. All right. Is it any good? Because we are on Sycamore. I love how this is the Beverly Hills Auto Service. I feel like there used to be a building here. Or maybe it's that building used to look different. If you know, you know. Hey Summer, I don't have a bike. I don't have a bike because I don't have anywhere to store a bike. I had a bike for a long time and it just ended up crapping up my kitchen. I do have a car. Hey, good, how are you? This is my first Target. Mwah. I really don't like Target that much, but at the time when I discovered this Target, it was pretty cool. The thing in Boston, the only like department stores like Target, and I'm gonna say, like there was a Woolworth downtown. Everything else was like out of the city. So like Walmart and that type of stuff, you needed to have a car. I'm gonna check it out. I'm hoping that we can make this light, and I know that we can. Wish me luck. Luck, all right. So we're heading up towards Hollywood Boulevard. We're on La Brea. We're gonna pass by the original Jim Henson Studios. I hope Kermit the Frog is still there. When I first moved here and the Jim Henson Studios were still there, it seemed kind of magical. There are still a couple of Vons. There's a Vons on Melrose or Beverly and Vine, and then there's a Vons on Sunset, and where Sunset and Hollywood meet in Silver Lake. Are you talking about the weird building? Thank you, Mighty Bull. You're talking about that ribbony building? I kind of like this building for some reason. This one with the eyelashes on it, or I wish I had gotten a better shot of it, but it's got like this weird feathering at the entrance. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what they were thinking. That looks like a dust catcher. We really do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. We are walking in LA. We are gonna plug in for 1 second. But we're gonna look at McDonald's first. Right? There used to be Woolworth. They still exist like in South Africa and Australia. But there was a Woolworths in downtown Boston, downtown Crossing, that I used to go to. Hold on, fixing my cord. Right, with AI, we should be able to just recreate Kermit's voice. There used to be a really cool McDonald's up at the end of this street. or the next one. Maybe it was Highland. It was like, dude, when I was a kid and we moved to New Hampshire from wherever I was born, and my mother worked. My mom was a graphic artist, and I think she was unemployed when we first moved here, and I distinctly remember her. This is the olden days too. She would just dump me off at Woolworths while she went into the unemployment and did her stuff. And at Halloween time, Woolworths was magical with all the costumes and Halloween crap. I forgot who bought the Henson Studios, but I think somebody did. I'm almost ready for the Cannabis Cafe. It's a vape pen, like the lowest nicotine vape pen that you could get. Or if you're talking about weed, I mean, za. Sure. That's right, John Mayer did buy it. I knew somebody bought it. I was thinking Johnny Depp. I knew it, somebody with dark hair. They're Stater Brothers I've never seen in Los Angeles. I've only seen them outside of Los Angeles, but I do think they still exist. Because I feel like I've heard commercials. Oh yeah, the Johns is gone. This is now the Johns, this big giant gray building. Isn't this Johns? The Johns that was here, they filmed like that Moby video in. So, that's John's. I remember seeing Stater Brothers in the Inland Empire in Fontana, maybe. But they have commercials. Boom, boom, boom. The Mighty Bull is in the room. So, this was a John's. One of my favorite things on this street, though, we're going to walk over to Highland and walk up to Hollywood. It's a little more exciting, I think. I lived in Fontana for 3 months when I first moved here because my friends bought a house there from Boston. This is Mickey Hargitay plants. So Mickey Hargitay was Jane Mansfield's boyfriend or lover. He was a boxer or something in the 60s. I've never seen him here though. I wonder how his physique is. Look to the right really quick. I just did a spin, Brandon. I'm on a little bit of a delay, so your right might have passed me by now. There we go. I knew somebody would know. Thanks, Randall. I bought a couple things there. They're really not very nice. Kentucky. I've heard it called other things. I grew up in, they used to call New Hampshire Cow Hampshire. Hey Unknown, how's it going? We're down on Melrose at the flea market. We're kind of meandering east towards Hollywood. Oh, welcome back, JK. Glad to have you here. We're just on Fountain right now, walking towards Highland, then gonna go up to Hollywood and Highland. I actually didn't... Nice. Oh, the Fontana winds were crazy. We only get the winds, you know, when the Santa Ana winds. I remember my friends had a Volkswagen Beetle, not a vintage one, but like a probably 1999 one that they didn't roll the windows down on. They were not the most responsible folks. And when I first moved here, it was the car I drove. So that wind had blown this dust all throughout this car, right, the inside of the car. So I'm driving, it's 100 degrees, butt sweating. I get to where I'm going, I get up, and I've like absorbed all this like brown dust into my light colored pants. It looked like I had a little poopy accident. I don't know what this is, but that's kind of fun. They put little signs leading to the Chinese Theater and Pismo Beach. Do you think Hollywood Boulevard's going to be really busy today with the tourists? I do. I think we're going to get a good Hollywood walk. Right, 41%. Just checking my everything to make sure I'm charging. I will accept a couple of gimbal droops. We don't want to run out of power and have to end abruptly. Thank you guys so much for walking with me. We are walking in LA. I meant to say watching. I do that all the time, but I just turned it into walking. I want you to feel like you are walking with me in LA. Can I stop by the Amoeba store? You bet. We are going to walk right by there on our way home. Right, Hollywood Boulevard. I was, this is like weird reference, but I was watching an interview the other night with this guy that does all kinds of crazy old rock and roll interviews, and he interviewed the woman who sang the song Walking in LA. She's from Medford, Massachusetts, which I feel like Medford has a really particular accent, or it did at the time. And I was listening to her accent, and I was like, is she English? Because of the way she dropped the R in some places, and then the way she pronounced a couple of things. But she's crazy and smart. I was kind of impressed with Dale. So here's In-N-Out Burger. I'm not really a huge fan of In-N-Out Burger, BT Dubs. I think the fries, the minute they're kind of cool off, are bad. Oh wow. That's all right, Ty. We missed you. We were kind of we ended a little short yesterday. Well, not a little short, but the amusement park isn't that big, so at some point we're gonna walk around in circles. And then I wanted to get some food, but every line was crazy. I think I might have gotten cranky. I've never been to Universal on, yeah. Well, we used to call Medford Method. That's how we used to say it as a kind of joke. She's from Method. It didn't sound like a Medford accent. She sounded more Groton. Actually, maybe Lynn. It's all the same area. Medford's a little closer to New Hampshire. I remember I saw her in Boston one time. I might have been on drugs or drinking. And I said to her, I was like, "You look just like Del Bosio." And she said, "I am." I might have gotten a little fanboy. She is pretty old, but she kind of somehow doesn't look like she had work done or much work done, and she looks like a cool old. Oh, this is where the Holly Toyota moved. Ty, you are day oneer. I feel like JK Kim also was here pretty early on. BD, of course. Trisha. Unknown. Takade time. Monica. Hey, Monica. A lot more. I'm sorry, I forgot anybody. I did have a lot of time where I smoked pot, so my short-term memory isn't always the best. This is Hollywood High School. I kind of love it. I wish Grease was filmed here, but it wasn't. This is where Judy Garland went to school, by the way. I know, BD, you'd be interested in that. Also John Ritter, Brandy, and a lot of other people. I'm looking down Sunset. I think Hollywood High School is more historic. I like the name, though, Fairfax High School. There's In-N-Out Burger. Honestly, park your car and go inside. Like this, your car will smell for days. And then once you drop one of those fries in between your seat, it's gonna smell like fries for days. This line goes around the corner. This is why I don't go to In-N-Out Burger. I sound really bitter. I'm not. It's pretty good. The fries are although they're fresh cut. But y'all know I hate waiting in line. This line is for In-N-Out Burger. It goes around the corner on Hawthorne, I think, or Lanewood. Yeah. Oh, adopt a cat. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking care of cats. We love that. We have a lot of feral cats in our neighborhood that get fed and cared for. That's what I'm saying, Brave Bull. I think Fatburger the original LA burger. In-N-Out Burgers from the Valley. A Fat Burger. What's her name? The lady who started Fat Burger in her garage. Yeah, thank you, Adopt a Cat, just for taking care of cats also. Ooh, I love the Habit also, but I only ever get the Habit delivered. But I'm really into smash burgers right now. There's a place on Western that I love. They have the best sauce. I don't know the name of it. It's like a tent. My back is so sweaty right now. Sorry, TMI, but it's like a tent, and their sauce. Yancey! Lovey Yancey, that's her name. She wanted that burger to be like an entire meal, Lovey Yancey. And it literally is like an entire meal. You don't need fries and chili. You can actually see Lovey Yancey's original garage. It still stands. I learned about her actually on a video about the best burgers in LA, and I can't remember the guy's name who did it. It was two guys. They did Master Burger, not the one we constantly see, but the one deep on the other side of Wilshire. I can't remember what neighborhood it was in. It's supposed to be the most dangerous burger place of all. No one wants a talking goldfish. A building used to probably say TV Guide, I think, at one time, and I'm not really sure what Trailer Park is. I'm gonna pull a jaywalking in LA. I'm not really sure what Trailer Park is. I think that sign's been up there for at least 10 years. So here is the Roosevelt, which everybody loves, right? We're gonna go. That sounds great, Ty. I would love a charbroiled burger. Also love a charbroiled burger. We're gonna go in the Roosevelt on Friday for sure, on our ghost walk, and a bunch of other places. Let's see if we can find Marilyn Monroe's ghost. Or Montgomery Clift. All your favorite stars of today. Oh my God. We get Dr. Pepper, like Diet Dr. Pepper. The best thing about this hotel is you can take this TMZ tour right out front. And they're not going to hit me. Hey, Trico. Welcome. I'm going to get out of the way before I become a TMZ story. I've been to Bob's Big Boy. That's almost, I might have to do some like short videos where we don't walk to places, because I definitely want to look at some older places that I know about, but they're probably places that I wouldn't walk to. If you need me to slow down, let me know. I can't help it. I think walking fast is from growing up somewhere where it's cold. Right? Everybody's on these buses or at the flea market, that's why. But also, we just came around the corner from In-N-Out Burger. We'll get over by Michael Jackson's Star. It just kicks up so much. Really? Maybe I'm gonna come down here live for Mindy Kaling getting a star on Tuesday. Thank you for letting me know. We love Mindy. I mean, I like her. I've never watched a show with her, but I like her. I will go to Frank Sinatra's house someday. Maybe the one in the desert. We're gonna do Palm Springs before it gets too hot in July, and I want to do like an architecture tour of the mid-century buildings that are there. You can see the Magic Castle right up ahead. And I think the crowd just rendered around me. Remind me to cross the street when we get down to BD. Remind me to cross the street when we get near Pantages so I can go to Amoeba. I would love to do Griffith Park, for sure. There's no signal. If you would be interested in a 4K video of Griffith Park without a chat, I'm happy to do that. Let me know. I'll do that because I've been dying to do, especially like the old zoo. Is the $5 ice cream open today? Nope. Everybody, come on. You know the words.
Souvenirs. Bring the stream. Come on in, buddy.
After I go on a Mindy Kaling Star Watch on Tuesday, maybe I will do that. So remember the $1 Million Theater? Also built by Sid Grauman. Of course, this is the most famous of his theaters, the Man's Chinese Theater. I haven't done a Runyon hike yet, but I do want to stream in Palm Springs for sure. I want to do the mid-century houses. Though we just started streaming in January, and again, because of the fires, we mostly have stayed close to home, but now everything is free and groovy. There's my mango. Stop for a little Dionne Warwick. Deja vu. I don't need any mangoes today. Oh, all I can smell is Wetzel's pretzels, which is great because before that it was a delicious cigarette. So they are building the Oscars scaffolding, or is this for Mindy Kaling? I think it's the Oscars scaffolding, so we can't walk over here. We might have to cross the Dolby Theater. Oh no, we don't. Is that lady protesting? No scaffolding. The street performers can't perform here because of the scaffolding they're building for the Oscars. People are enjoying watching that. Should we turn around and check out the scaffolding building? Wow, I would not want to be doing that. Well, that's probably for the bleachers, so they can walk right up here. We're gonna walk right where the stars will be walking. This whole mall used to be a little more movie themed, but the movie themed it was probably not a good movie to theme yourself after. Thank you guys so much for walking. We are walking in LA. Let's just take a second to remind you, please like and subscribe and join the chat. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Formerly Kodak Theater. Just now the Dolby Theater. I don't know how that tea room stays in business, but it's been there for a really long time. If you ever have a chance, Japan House, check it out. Always has a really great exhibition, and then you can buy some type of related merchandise to it. I almost tried to walk up that down escalator. Pretty embarrassing. Let's go up the up escalator. You can look down. I am not. Kind of like the Bradbury, right? Just kidding. Like our little heart of Hollywood downtown. When did you live here? It's a lot different now. It used to be kind of D.W. Griffith themed. Hey yo, welcome. And they kind of made it less racist. That was a pretty awful movie, silent movie. It was themed after Birth of a Nation. One thing about this place that is really great, though, is so many places to just hang out. Right? With the big elephants. And it talked about the Hollywood casting couch on the stairs. Oh, hey, yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. There's our holiday sign. Hollywood sign. And look, a TV Guide building. From the TV Guide network. Does anybody have cable? Does that still exist, the TV Guide network? So this used to be I can't wait to get members. I'll share these routes with you on a map. Kind of a fun thing. And have stickers. This was, Ryan Seacrest had a show from here when I first moved here. And I think one afternoon, I literally lived down the street from here. Like, it was like Britney Spears performing. I came to see it. I hate the TV Guide channel because you almost always ended up just watching that. Spending too much time watching the TV Guide channel. I hate heights, so I'm probably not going to get too close to the... Right? They used to have live shows from here. I think they really should just close... No, the fountains are now covered with grass. You see that? I don't want to get too close to the edge. I used to love TV Guide, like when I was a kid. I would save them if it had like a celebrity. Hey Karina, welcome, welcome. I remember I had probably a couple saved TV Guides. Huh. Right? And then by the time you got to the channel you were going to anyway, the show that you just kind of wanted to watch is 45 minutes over. This space is really under-rented and underutilized. Like, I don't ever come to the top here because I hate it. In fact, when we come here together, he can't really walk next to me. I'm not afraid he's gonna push me, but I'm just afraid he's gonna trip. It's a beautiful day in Hollywood today. A beautiful day. Thanks for joining us walking in LA. I'm gonna go down, but I refuse to take that escalator because it just dangles over the side. Earthquake. We had a couple earthquakes, so let's try to find the Kobe mural. God rest Debbie Reynolds' soul. What a strong woman she was. And she had some real crappy things happen to her. Elizabeth Taylor. Welcome to Hollywood. Stealing her husband. We could do a Kobe mural walk. I know you guys know Allie, but she loves a Kobe mural. Allie BHG. I hope her ears are not ringing. This looks like it's supposed to do something. Maybe you used to be able to buy tickets from this guy. The whole block will be shut down for the Oscars, which is how this whole block should be all the time. It should just be a super pedestrian area. I mean, it would snarl up traffic, but I walk in LA, so I don't care. Hey guys, welcome to everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're live streaming on a sunny Sunday afternoon. We started at the Melrose Flea Market. We are at Hollywood and Highland. Just visited our Man's Chinese Theater. Our destination is Hollywood Boulevard and maybe a quick run into Amoeba per request. So here's where that water was, Ty. Probably someone slipped. I love the chairs here. The wire chairs are made by a company called Bend, and they're really cool. We have a Bend chair. It's an LA company. Well, it looks like Forever 21 is closing. That Hot Topic has been here forever, actually. It's one of the stores that has been here forever. And you could see why it stays in business. Everyone loves a concert t-shirt. Yeah, the fountain's covered with grass now. Like, the water just used to squirt out of the ground and kids would run around in it. Probably someone split the head open. We can't have nice things. I think Forever 21 is a weird place to get clothes from. I think especially for a man or an older man like me. But it's like you wash it a couple times and it's pretty much disposable. Alright, I'm gonna see if we can squeeze through this. Oh, a little puppy. Did you just see it? It's funny because I was looking at some downtown LA like movie or like footage. You can see all kinds of stuff. And they had a Florsheim shoe downtown. I forgot about Florsheim. The chain link fence, that's because they're setting up the bleachers for the Oscars. Mighty Ball! I'm going to look up this building and find out why it's been closed for, or not been used for 20-something years. It sure makes it hard to navigate with these fences. Right? It's always a stub toe. That's pretty funny. You are? Hey JK, why has this building never been open? Or has been closed for forever? Here's where we get hit by a tour coach. Sorry about that. It's pretty famous on the Boulevard as part of the skyline, but oh, probably they bought. Right, Randy, it should be a Hollywood museum. It's just a cool kind of old bank building. Should I go diagonal just to get out of it? I think that somebody was like driving in front of the tour coach. Thanks, Karina. How long has it been cloudy? I love a cloudy day. Well, also because it's always sunny here, so that's a really nice change. The tallest office building in Hollywood till 1932. Haha. Well, I did notice the beehive at the top of the door. And in 1929, this building closed. I don't think it's been empty since 1929, though. I might disagree with you because I feel like when I first moved here and would come here, there were all kinds of like teenagers hanging out here. There are still some, but like it really felt like a runaway spot. And Scientology is here for that. Scientology literally kind of bought this street out, right, in the 80s. And they own a ton of buildings. Like that building, down on the other end a building. Up here a building, here a building, there a building. And cigarettes. Of course. And it's kind of scary because sometimes they get people who come to this country to be like an actress or an actor, and then they come to a class, an acting class. I do like a little snow on occasion. I feel like the Roosevelt is owned by somebody, like a hotel group. Don't ever talk to the tour van guys, by the way, unless you're willing to take a tour, because they're bitches, some of them. That's an old hotel. This is crazy. Like every store down here was like this at one time with the cameras, Walkman. I love these little... Oh my god, have you seen the new ads for Scientology? There's the Egyptian, another of Grauman's theater. So we have seen 3 on our walk. Not today. $1 Million Theater, I think, was the first one. Grauman's, and then the Chinese theater. I mean, the Egyptian and then the Chinese theater. He was trying to elevate the theater going experience by building theaters that were on par with like the opera. Oh my god, the flea market, Alyssa, welcome. The flea market was insane. I forgot how big it was. I love this store, Rocktown, by the way. $9.99 pizza. Pizza crust is pretty good for $9.99. I can't remember what we got at Rocktown, but something. Pants, or a belt, or boots. Some demonium boots. We're going to be talking about this theater on Friday, the Vogue Theater, by the way. I would love to see if there's like a back with the theater still in it. Actually, probably. I really do think they need to like just make it a pedestrian walkway like in 3rd Street. Just for a couple blocks. I love the Supply Sergeant. Right? No, I agree. We've only got really one theater on this street, which is Pantages. Actually, that's not true at all. Just one theater that shows musical theater. I hope that was a TikTok dance. I don't find it as seedy as it used to be honest with you. I even find downtown to be less seedy than it used to be. It's funny because I've been going downtown and taking pictures for I don't know how many years. But on my phone I have pictures going back to probably 2013, and it's amazing to see the signs that aren't there anymore. Like, I agree. I think really it was ridiculous a couple years back, and it's just a terrible situation. Still a terrible situation, but it's almost all like they just disappeared. And you know, LA has had this problem since the 1900s. So the 1900s, we had that train station that was attached to Kohl's before Union Station, right? And people would just come here from all over the country to find work and whatnot. And the stock market crashed. And then there were a ton of people coming into downtown LA with no jobs. And then they outlined Skid Row and did nothing to help the people, created sort of a cage to keep them in with Skid Row. We walk down this all the time at night, and I would have to say you see all kinds of people. I'm not down here at midnight, but you know, I am definitely here 7, 8, 9, 10. And it does feel pretty safe. I've never been threatened. And every family loves the hustler. I hope you do get to see Andy Dick in the wild. That is a rite of passage. I prefer I don't know if I love the hustler. I like my sex shops to be a little less family friendly. Hey, good, how are you?
Can I be on TV?
Oh yeah, sure. What are you doing?
I like your program, just the fact you have me on.
I'm happy to have you
You have
on.
good taste. What's your name?
All right, Charlie.
I'm Larry Green. How are you?
Great to meet you, Melrose Larry, doing tours. Brave Bull, we're walking towards East Hollywood to take a look at Amoeba. And then, at that point, I think I might check off. We're almost to 3 hours of walking. I really want to put shorts on. I can't tell you how much I love wearing shorts and how hot I am right now. But do we know where Mindy's? I'm gonna have to look it up. If you ever have a chance to eat at Harold's Chicken, awesome, by the way, always a line. I'm gonna have to look at where they're gonna put it so I can be here. Ah. Howlin' Ray's, it's actually Harold's Chicken, this place. It's fantastic. We've gotten delivery before. Right. Skid Row ends at the Cecil Hotel also. Like, that's the border. And then what they did in like the 60s and 70s with Skid Row, like at the very border of Skid Row, they placed really bright lights so that you would not want to pass out of Skid Row into the regular part of LA because they just like caged people into Skid Row with lights. And then if you crossed it, of course the cops were waiting there. I don't want to be political on my channel. I want to just have fun. But yeah. And the lovely thing about here is we have so many record stores. It is really sad, and it is kind of hopeless, I feel. I know we're all about positive, but you know, I watched this guy Petey, who lived across the street from the Cecil Hotel before it opened, as you know, before Skid Row had opened it and made it like homeless housing. Ty, thank you so much. We will see you soon. Anyway, and I forgot the point of that because I'm sweating so bad. Look across Cecil. Oh yeah, so when they reopened it, like they're charging homeless people like between $250 or maybe it was $900 to $1,200 for a room there. Brave Bull, if you want to come with me for the Skid Row tour, I might need a gang. Right? How could someone get back on their feet? $1,200 a month of rent. I mean, rent a month. I only keep accidentally going to Skid Row. I've driven through it a couple of times, but I mostly don't want to go because it's sad, and I don't want to feel exploitative of people that are just down on their luck. The souvenir stores get cheaper as we get away from Hollywood and Highland. Right? But also, like, they probably get a stipend or some kind of public assistance, and I don't think you get much public assistance, you know? So $1,200 a month is probably all you get. Sawdust, I haven't really done it on purpose, except for I've gone, actually I have gone a block in. I'm gonna do Santee Alley, which is kind of close. I'm just gonna be really careful not to walk into Skid Row. Yeah, you know, Hollywood Boulevard actually kind of reminds me of Wilshire Boulevard a little bit, or like maybe what Wilshire looked like if it hadn't got all revamped. It still has those little, oh my god, 1226. That's, I love that. And I feel like I'm in another country in Santee Alley, where I can buy snapping turtles, knockoff Marlboro cigarettes, tiny phones. And Santee Alley, yeah, is bustling. Thanks, Karina. I could tell. The old buildings are actually a teensy bit better preserved up here. I don't know if you guys remember last Sunday. If you were here last Sunday, we were at the Hollywood Farmers Market over there. Of course, it's over at 1 o'clock. Hey, Sawdust, we walked through MacArthur Park last week. Not through the park, but on Wilshire. There's the famous Knickerbocker Hotel. We'll be going there on our ghost tour on Friday. I think there was a time 10 or 15 years ago. Wow, I hate saying that. It makes me feel 1,000 years old. Maybe it was like only 10 years ago, but I walked through MacArthur Park with a DSLR $700 camera taking pictures, and no one bothered me. It got really bad. Like, it was dangerous maybe, or like sketchy, but now it is, you know, it is kind of bad. Yeah, we'll be sleeping at the Roosevelt and waking up and starting the ghost tour there so they can't kick me out. Joking. Maybe. And then we're going to take in a show. No, but when we go in on Friday, I'm going to pretend to not speak English. And smile and laugh. Just play along with me. What's crazy about MacArthur Park is it was just one giant park and they split it in half. And what's crazier is I don't understand the song about MacArthur Park and its sweet green icing. When I first moved here, actually on this corner was Tale of the Pup. All right, solo casting. We should tag, not tag. We should do Skid Row. We'll just walk back to back. One of us will walk face the back. One of us will walk face the front. We're in Bob Hope Square. And yep, the more walking I do, the better my health is, actually. I wear an Apple Watch, and I've steadily watched my HRV rate go higher and higher. I think it was at 33, which is above average, and it's now, or average, and it's almost above average. Perfect. Let's plan it. I wish I could get my DJI to stream because it's so much more discreet than my giant camera. That's a great thing about LA, Jesus, is that it's so huge. I was watching somebody do a stream in Rosemead. I bet they're putting Mindy's star over here. This is a new spot for stars.
How you doing? Everything good? Everything good, sir?
Most people think I'm filming myself, which I love. But offline I can tell you some crazy stuff. I just ignore it usually. I think I mentioned this to you the other day. I always witness something. All right. Remember, okay, so that is over by, got a camera going. All right.
Good work.
I'm gonna walking, burn some calories.
Let's do it, then.
Thank you so much.
Let's do it, baby.
I forgot what I was saying.
Right, keep going. That's it.
But it was really nice, Chilia Cruz Square. I love the support. So here we are at Amoeba in its new location. The Mimi app. I'm gonna check it out. I would love to be able to do 4K live streaming. I really do think I need to upgrade my I need to have a second phone so I can share I forgot what it's called, but I use a VPN that allows you to bond phones together. So I could bond a second phone's hotspot, and it makes the Wi-Fi a lot better. I feel like I might have heard about the Mimo app. So this is our famous LA record store, which they have one in San Francisco too. I love buying people records. How cool, Ben Affleck shopping at the Amoeba. He was probably buying J-Lo records. I don't think I can go in there filming, and they also check my bag. So, we won't go in today. I'm gonna buy a spy camera. Anyway, let's walk up. I miss Tower Records. I used to shop, my record store growing up was on Newbury Street in Boston called Newbury Comics. I used to get all my import records there, and I love that coffee bean, actually. It's still there. There used to be one Coffee Bean and like 14 Starbucks in that area. Excuse me. Coffee Bean's still there, and only one Starbucks. Coffee Bean's better. Actually, pizza's my ultimate favorite. Dunkin' Donuts. That's why Ben was here, probably because it's across from Amoeba. So it's like one of the only Dunkin' Donuts. So you see CVS, Dunkin' Donuts is on the corner. I remember when I first moved here from Boston, where Dunkin' Donuts is everywhere. I kept seeing on maybe Big Brother, they were bringing them Dunkin' Donuts, and there were no Dunkin' Donuts out here. Oh yeah? How was it living on the Strip? It is 70-something degrees. I've got boots on and I should be wearing shorts. I haven't had shorts on for a couple months, so I'm sure my legs are Elon White. They're not. Let's go down to Sunset. Oh my God, Winchells still exist, although a couple of them flipped the W in Winchells and turned it to Michelle's. I had a bagel sandwich from Winchells the other day. It was yucky. Yeah, I've been to the Fonda. I love the Fonda. I didn't realize they had such a cool rooftop. You know, I'm really sorry. I mentioned that we were going to walk by the Henson Studios, and then I crossed over. I just realized that now. I apologize. We definitely will see. We'll definitely see it sooner or later before John Mayer mayorizes it. Hey, love, perp. I'm surprised I can walk this much. I don't know what I got on the mileage today, but I definitely walked much further than I thought I was going to. That is for sure about the Fonda. It's not haunted, though. I was hoping it was. But to be honest with you, I took the bus. Not live streaming, but I took the bus to get to the first part of the destination, and I'm walking back, and I think I'm probably close to 8 or 9 miles. I can't tell because I never remember to set my watch. I wish. So I only ever find out how long I walked after I get home and look at my phone, which counts your steps. And then I have to deduct dog walks out of that. Yesterday when we went to Universal, instead of taking the tram, because I did not want to wait for it, because we had just missed it, we walked up the hill. And when we left, we walked down the hill. Despite walking about 10, 11 miles a day, that hill broke me. My legs were boining. You know, in the 80s there was, and I didn't live here, but there was a lot of like underground places here, like underground punk clubs. Oh my God, -10. It is, I think 70 here. Let's see, let's check the weather. 100 degrees Celsius. I'm just kidding. It's 21 Celsius, 70 Fahrenheit. No snow. Although we wouldn't be able to handle the snow if it did happen. We can barely handle rain. The Viper Room is on the other end. I'm gonna do that walk too. I want to do Sunset Strip. and show that stuff. Actually, the Viper Room is not on the other end of Sunset. I forget, did they tear the Viper Room down? Sorry. I'm gonna get rid of the weather because I hate junking up the screen. But I'm gonna take a second to say thank you so much for watching. Trademark. Please like and subscribe. We are walking in LA. Live streaming a couple days a week. I think it's Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I might be adding Tuesday to go see Mindy Kaling get her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't know if the Viper Room is still open. I think, you know, whatever happened with River Phoenix might have done it in. Yes, where do you live right now? Confront. So 70 right now. I've got t-shirt. I've got jeans and boots on, which was stupid, and a coat that I've wrapped around my waist. But if you're from somewhere cold, Toronto, yeah, don't you find 50 degrees? Look at our Waymo friend. Don't you remember, I mean, in Toronto when it's like 45 degrees, isn't that like a day where you can wear shorts? I remember growing up in New Hampshire, 45 degrees, and I had my coat off. 55 degrees here, and I have a North Face down jacket on, and a sweater, and a turtleneck. Chinatown always has like just a little section of it that looks like it's really gonna take over being really artsy. I went to an art show a couple years ago in Chinatown. They've got a really cool printing press there, and they still do a lot of art shows. I really love Chinatown. Yeah, we're cold wimps. And I'm a crosswalk wimp. Why? WTF is this not changing? I literally have missed 2 green lights, or 2 walk lights. So I'm gonna do it anyway. If this is my last stream, don't forget I love you all. All right. Is the Star Jazz Club still open? I absolutely love Chinatown. Only if there's parking. I would live in Chinatown for sure. When I lived in Boston, I tried to live in Chinatown, although it was a really great. Hey! Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, she clicks bricks. Phoenix Bakery Cafe. I could go for a donut right now. I think somebody just said Dunkin' Donuts, and oh, for sure. I think Little Tokyo is less Japanese now too. How's our Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? This is definitely a place you need to eat if you come here. Right. I love Miracle Mile. I kind of want to walk from here, and we're in Hollywood, like Gower Gulch, to Santa Monica, to the end of Santa Monica Boulevard where the pier is there one day. I can't remember how many hours it said it would take me, but again, I walk really fast, and so usually when I look at the walk time for something, I'm a lot faster. Scuffed Justin Carey. I don't know that person. I think it would be cool to do that walk, though, and I think I could do it. The corner plaza is called Gower Gulch, and it is completely Western themed. So, Sunset Gower Studios, this is an old studio, and I guess that's where the cowboys used to wait. I go to Franklin Village all the time. That's right up the street from me. I'm going to unplug this. Hold on, we're just moving our plug around. And maybe doing a creepy face shot. Or maybe our gimbal died. So I probably should have charged up earlier. So I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see if I can turn this gimbal on. I'm really literally just holding it in my hand. It is completely dead. So thank you so much for the super chats and the thank yous, everybody. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the subs. We'll be on Tuesday for Mindy Kaling Star. We are walking in LA. That's us right there. Really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. See you on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday of this week. I will put the times up very shortly. Thank you so much. Bye.